Double mute. Jeez, oh Pete. I think I hit anyway. So we gotta do it at the top. Why my pals LLC? Sheriff Shack in the house. Galactus Buck, good to see you, brother. Pure Rolex, welcome. All right. And of course, can't have a Friday 11/11 update without. Okay. Without Dr. Nobi, yes. No. Shut it down. I am not doing it. There is a rumor, not a rumor. Too Stupid wants me to get choked out by one of the ninjas at Vegas for charity. And it's just not happening. Like, I'm not going to do that. However, if anybody else would like to volunteer their body to be choked out by one of the ninjas for charity, then feel free. Too Stupid said so. No, what? Try it? This isn't like a new flavor of yogurt. You know that, right? Like, I'm good. Thanks. I mean, rarely am I left speechless, Shaq, but geez, old Pete's. My goodness. Oh wait, why am I drinking? This is my Friday, but look, I was like, I got to get me like a big pint or something for Friday. So it's my sugar-free root beer. It's my delicious treat. Cheers! Happy Friday, everybody. It's for the kids. I mean, if you say so. I think. Anyway, nope. We're not. I'm not going. You're not going to get me into that rabbit hole. Just no, bad. Okay. Are we almost? What's our status here, Dr. Nobi? Can I? I'm pulling up Canva now. Good to go. 3.3 update. Love it. Let's go. All right. From the top. I got you. Boop-a-doo. Present. And ta-da. Welcome everybody to Epoch for update. It is March 3rd, 2023. If you are new to the stream, what we are doing is reviewing the art that has been submitted for the 11/11 NFT gallery. Oh, dang. Left House, what up? You know what? Left House is featured in here. He's got art as well. Thank you for coming in with your rating party. It is much appreciated. So what we're going to do is review the art that is currently up for sale and auction in the 11/11 NFT gallery. There are two primary components to this competition. One, the array, which we will jump into first. And then second is the pyramid. In the array is unlimited mints for 11 wax each for the entire epic. And an epic is the 11th to the 11th. So this epic will end on March 11th, and then epic 5 will be March 11th to April 11th. So let's take a look and see what we have. What up? Oh, dang. Oh, bringing some heavies. What up? Mars Utah is currently the highest selling artist of all time, top of the guild. Very good. Cheers, my brother. Cheers. Don't worry, just root beer. I'm not sponsored, but tastes just like normal root beer. All right. First up, we have a Spark of Love by Shelter. Love this piece. You can see here multiple layers. One of my favorite pieces, parts of this piece by Shelter, is this tree line, but the way it's layered with the skin, you can actually see like the pattern on the back of the skin in the tree line. Very cool. Obviously, we love here at UpX World, so very cool. Currently up 5 to 23 claimed. Next up, from our very own brother from Romania, Pure Rolex in Love for Humanity. See, I told you, we love here. Love for Humanity, a great piece here. We see peace symbol with a bird, the dove of peace, and a globe with all kinds of fun energy coming out of it. We'll say it's energy. I don't know what you would describe it. Well, Pure, you're in the audience, so if you want to tell. But it is up 11, currently 42 claimed of that. Now, remember, the reason that these are important is each one of these in the array, if you want to have that imprinted onto an object in UpX World, you will have to burn it. So there's going to be a very limited number of items with these array pieces on it, simply because of the mechanic of printing. So if it is something that you want and you feel like you're going to want items with it, or you think that it's just going to be popular and have people wanting items, then you want to pick some more up and definitely pick up some extras. Thoughts for All comes out. Oh, okay. So it's like they're like thought waves. So it's like it's the Love for Humanity. So you're spreading it out. All right, I like it. I can jam with that. I like that. Here we go. The lady, not the god of pixels, the one and only Morchis with Birth of a Metaverse. I am really looking forward to her future pieces. Definitely going to pick some of these up myself. Her art, this one in particular, I like the geometry of it. It feels very robotic, but feminine. But actually, now I look at the face, maybe it's a male. Is that a goatee? But it feels very feminine. Maybe some gills and a snake. I don't even know what's going on here. The more I look at it, I've always just kind of seen it as like, to me, it was always a very feminine energy, but maybe we'll have to get Morchis in to tell us a little bit more about her piece. This is done individually by Pixel. She demos a lot of her work on Discord as well. So be sure to check it out. Morchis, here we're at 122 with 11 extra claims this week. I expect to see more of that as this epic closes up. Next, we have the Pyramid. So these are all one-of-ones that are auctioned from the 11th to the 11th. So for the entire epic, they're available for auction at the end. The highest bid wins. And that's really the important piece. Since these are one-of-ones, the way that they function inside of UpX World is they will be able to be purchased on demand to print. Now, keep in mind, the items that these are being printed on are not NFTs. They're just in-app purchases. So, for instance, if you wanted Beniti by Arden Rossi on a t-shirt or a helmet or, say, the side of a building, you could pay whatever the fee is. Let's just say it's 100 UpX to have that item created for you in the game. Now, the revenue of that is then split, and 89% of it goes to whoever owns this NFT. So the lion's share of the revenue is going to go to the owner of this NFT. This is the concept behind decentralized revenue streams. And then the original artist, so Arden Rossi would get 6%, and 1111 gets 5%. So of that, if this costs 100 UpX to put on to an object, then that's a split. 89 would go to the owner, 5 goes to 1111, and 6 goes to the artist. More cheese. We were just talking about you. Yay, more cheese is here. Hi, more cheese. We just saw your array piece. All right, so this is currently sitting at 11 wax. I know it'll sell for more than that. I personally will be bidding on it myself. Hey, Desert Cactus by Stevie. So somebody bid on it, 1.2. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these are going to shoot up drastically once we get to the end. However, if you want a chance to win an array piece from this artist, you want to bid. So right now, for instance, Stevie, whoever bid on this, if this was it, then you would win a copy of the array piece from Stevie. However, I'm hoping we have higher increases besides this 1.2. Let's find out. Here we have Walk It Out by Sherry77. I love this. I think her Sherry's array piece was the goat on the mountaintop. So we're seeing like this animal, maybe water print theme. I like it. I think it's super fun. Personally, I love elephants. I just have a really weird thing about if I'm going to own anything elephant, the trunk has to be up. It's good luck in some cultures. I don't know. Weirdly superstitious, but I have a ton of elephants around my house and they all have trunk up. People know. Don't give me an elephant with the trunk down. Up 1.2 from Sherry77. Hey, here we go. Tomas by Vegemite. And I think this is one of the first ones that we'll see that has this checkered pattern behind it, which is indicating a transparent background, which I do think is going to ultimately play a role in the popularity and flexibility of some of this art, especially when we start talking about decorating objects, as you know, this will allow it to be very specific and will fit on any colored object and have the background be seen. Unlike like if it was in a box, right? If you had a black border and then you put it on a white shirt, it might look. I think people learned from last auction and wait. And since it is on Saturday, we are going to live stream the close of the auctions like we did last time. I have to look at the calendar moving forward. I would like to do as many of those live as possible, but if it's in the middle of the workday, it might not be feasible for me. We'll just have to play it by ear. All right, so Tomas by Vegemite is up 4 to 15 wax. Next, we have Aquatic Moonset by Whisper Sage, up 3.3 wax, now at 15.5. A nice, again, I like the physical medium of this, the cardboard and the paint, the reflective. I am curious what the red was. Like, was there supposed to be red? Maybe they were doing a sun. I'm curious what the red accents were intended to represent. Whisper Sage, Aquatic Moonset, currently sitting at 15.5 wax. Here we go. Barry Schwimmer. I'm a big fan of Kit Landon's fishes. This is the second fish. We obviously saw a fish in the array for him, which I liked. Gilbert Fishman, I believe. I think I remember the name now, even Gilbert Fishman. I like the pun names and the art style. Currently up 11 wax at 25 wax. Really cool piece. I think I will try. Piranha is mine. Leave it. This is a barracuda. This is not a piranha. I mean, I don't know that it's a barracuda, definitively, but I know definitively it's not a piranha. I used to, and I know this because, barracuda. Yeah, that would make sense. And I know this because I actually used to breed piranha back in my early 20s. I bred piranha. It was it was a different time. All right, here we have Multilith. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a little note that don't I was my early 20s were a weird time, but yeah, they turn really bright colors and stuff. What did I feed them? Goldfish. Like you I can't share the stories of this because my enemies. No, you buy them feeder fish. You buy them feeder fish, and then you put them in there, and they hunt in packs. They like it's kind of scary, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well then what I would do is and see they were mean. They're really mean. They would leave one alive. So like if you put in like a dozen, they would eat 11 of them and they would leave one alive and then they would just toy with it. Like they would just like bite its fins off and stuff. And so like when it got down to one, I would take it out and then we had a survivors tank and it was all of these traumatized goldfish. It was really kind of sad in hindsight. Um no, we tried to feed them other things. You could like try and feed them like they loved their little goldfish, and they would like suck them in, and then their teeth would descale them, and it would look like mini snow globes, like explosion. It's nature, like it's not like again. I didn't let them torture because again they were sadistic. They would like torture the survivors, so I moved the survivors over to a different tank. Yeah. Anyway, we could talk. I could talk about piranha breeding all day, which is weird. Damn nature, you scary, dude. Nature is scary. Nature don't play around. All right, here we got multi-lith 50 wax by Felix, Arizona. Real good use. I think this is the one that we have some different background, so you can see the pattern coming through. Yeah, so great use of the transparency. So, for instance, if this was on a teal object, you can see what it would look like in red. Like matching it up against one of the colors really like simplifies the image, which is kind of cool. I like the black background. So this is to give you an idea, both from as a bidder and also as a potential artist. Like keep in mind that transparency is and can play a role in this. So if you wanted to have something that can get layered or have other colors come through from the underlying object, those are things to consider. So here we got Multilith by Felix, Arizona at 50 wax. Hey, there we go. Big mover, self transformation by our very own Ditzy Dits out of Romania. I absolutely love this piece. I think this will be one of the top sellers in this collective. It is really powerful. You can tell that the artist Ditzy really just like put his soul here, and the fact that he was willing to share that then with us. I mean, I feel very like honored to be able to showcase this piece. There's so many little details and really cool elements here. I just I really, really like it. I don't know how he's gonna top this, honestly. Like he set the bar for himself really high, but it is a beautiful piece, honestly. Haunting, actually, is I would use the word haunting. It is, and it kind of gets creepier the longer you look at it. But great piece here, self transformation by Ditzy Dits, up 100 wax. I think that's going to be. Oh, we got another one up 100 wax. Here we have the Red Planet by Baba Barker for you, who we saw have record-breaking array sales for their array piece, up 100 wax for the Red Planet. Obviously, an homage to UpX World, which I love. I really like the different colors and elements that kind of go into the larger galaxy around the Red Planet, but still focused on the Red Planet in general. Very cool piece by Bob Barker for you, up 100 wax, currently sitting at 700. Will it break the 4-digit mark? Only time will tell. Creepy is nice. Oh, and the winner, Baba Barker for you. wins a piece by Baba Burger. So that means Baba Burger. How many times do I have to say Baba? Oh my gosh, how many Bobs are in this broadcast? Oh gosh. Anyway, Baba Barker got that. Oh, and it was a tie. Hey, congrats, Rob Zilla. Thank you for that bid, and congratulations on winning Abstract Pinwheel by Ditsy Dits. Good call. We'll figure out a tie-breaking mechanic going forward. Both earned it this time. Fair enough. Update for Pyramid 2, Level 2, Collective 2. So this is this collective's second round at the Pyramid. Probably by price. Yeah, I was thinking maybe that. So let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. Right off the bat, Nevermore by X Davy X Silver X, up 75 wax. I love to see that. Great piece here. Obviously, maybe an homage based on the name of that to Poe and the Raven. And yeah, a very cool. I like the use of kind of the trans or the inverse, right? So using the white for the shadow of it. It's kind of cool. I mean, not kind of cool. It's really cool. I can definitely see this like on the back of like a biker jacket or something, like the Ravens, or honestly, even just call it Nevermore. Like that's a pretty powerful name. I like it. Hey, here we go. Humble Life, get it? What's up? Up 85 wax to 100 wax. Golden Gamer key. Very interesting piece. You know what? I could see this almost being an outdoor. Could you imagine if they made this as like an outdoor decor, but made it like 200 up squares big, like just like a massive maze? That would be kind of interesting. I don't think anybody's. I wonder what the biggest outdoor decor. I think it's just the canvases that I've seen, but I'm trying to think if there's any bigger outdoor decor at the moment. The tiles, maybe. I think the canvases are still bigger than the tiles. All right. Here we go. Missing piece by ADR, up 89 wax. Currently sitting at 100 wax. I like ADR's like pen, like ink and paper. I like that they take the time to again give us that clean edge. So it might not come out here, but this is cut out or at least digitally cropped, so that way it will be able to be kind of printed without any sort of border, which I think is going to be an important factor aesthetically. So that's definitely things I look for. Now, we haven't introduced any sort of like coloring mechanic or filtering mechanic, which could be interesting. So if not, I mean, this is a great piece. I love it. I think I would actually like print it as like a, I almost want to take all their art, ADR's art, and make like a coloring book out of it for real. I want to color in these every time I see it. So here it is, 89 wax. Congratulations, up to 100 wax. Missing piece by ADR. Mr. Cakes. I love Zip Dip's work. Zip Dip has had me since the jump. First with Ice Cream, then with the Cauldron. Oh, I don't even remember what the Cauldron's name was, but super cool Cauldron. And then Mr. Cakes by Zip Dip, sitting at 100 wax. I think Zip Dip is poised to be Toil in Trouble. Thank you, Dr. Nobi. Toil in Trouble was Zip Dip's pyramid level 1 piece. I really like this. Again, we can see the artist taking the advice. It's very well cut out. Their Toil in Trouble also had like external bubbles and stuff, so it was really cool. This is like, I feel like every time I look at it, I get like a different vibe. The vibe today, and mostly because I'm drinking a big pint of root beer, is I feel like this is maybe like a tipsy cupcake. You know how they make like boozy cupcakes? Like, I feel like this is the Oh my gosh, Raising Arizona. Oh no, Shameless. This is like the shameless drunk cupcake. That's what I see when I see this. Mm, delicious root beer. Did you know that you can just add a little bit of milk to root beer and it tastes like a melted root beer float? Do with that what you want. It's a good cupcake. Well, if Left House says it's a good cupcake, it's definitively a good cupcake. Speaking of, hey, no one bid on that. Well, that's awkward. I have no doubts that this will go for a lot more as we approach the auction. A bunch of lights just fell off my wall. I heard it. I heard the other room. All of the lights on my wall just fell off and crashed the ground. Anyway, 111 wax, still one of the top ones. I think that this will see four digits in the wax. A Ghost of a Pal by the one and only Mr. Left House. I love the action that the character has. It feels like I'm trying to think of what it reminds me um, of like being like sucked into a portal almost. Like the ponytails, presumably these are ponytails. Because at first I thought it was like almost like an homage to like a Mickey kind of thing, ears, but they have ears here. So it feels like they're being like sucked into a portal. The great use of this light and the arcing also makes it feel like it's almost getting like teleported, zoomed in. And you can even have like this ghost has this like mysterious, like there's a lighter edge, and I just kind of noticed that. It's very subtle, but it has like a light edge as well around it, that kind of decolors the portal. So I see um, a lot of really interesting stuff here. The facial expression is very interesting to me. I would love to know what this Powell looked like originally. But who knows? Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. This is Ghost of a Pal by Mr. Left House. I expect this to go for a good amount. Left House has been consistently showing us great things. Speaking of great things, Rebuilt by NFT Architect. This is an absolute killer collective in general. Some big heavy hitters. I think all of these first collectives are going to have their kind of signature artists. And I think NFT Architect will definitely be one of them. This is his third kind of darker piece. And the contrast of like the actual like blacks and it just grays with like the red but more muted, and then this like stark almost ultra modern, like if you just like cover up on the screen like one half and then look at the other, like you could evaluate this as a beautiful piece of architecture, like if you don't look at it as part of this. And there's a lot of fun details. Like I think this person is taking maybe a photo. You have somebody maybe sitting here drinking tea. Somebody's like looking over the balcony, karate, balancing on a computer. Every time I look at it, there's a couple holding and these trees. Like you can see it as like a modern like landscape. And then you take that zoom out and then you realize like it's part of this thing. And the title Rebuilt really just hits home with me. I absolutely love it. So there you go. Better get on this. I'm definitely going to, for sure. Oh wait, what is going on here? Oh, Left House, you got to meet us in Vegas. Oh yeah. I was like, what is going on here? Like somebody's talking about platform shoes. There's going to be a tall contest going on. I think that Left House can give you a run for your money. I bought platform shoes. Dude, I'm going to bring my platform shoes. If I remember, I got the platform shoes with the goldfish. That's the only way I'm going to be able to compete in that height contest. Better get in on this. My son is 6'1". He's 13. Jeez. 5'9" here. Uh-oh. I think Dr. Nobi's 5'6". I think, Dr. Nobi, you 6'6"? I don't know why I feel like you said that you were 6'6". Should I spoil it? I don't know. I think you're... See, now that makes me believe that you... I mean, you know the answer now. I mean, how tall are you? Because here's the thing. I know the way that... Well, you know what? Depends on how you guys wear your hair. Hair counts. Hair counts, by the way. I'm going to throw that out here. That we're not measuring top of skull. We're measuring top of hair. I've seen both of you pull off some pretty crazy hair stuff. So there you go. Regardless of your actual height, we're going to go from height of hair. Dr. Shed, he should be over 6. I'm 6'11" with hair. There you go. There you go. That's the number to beat. No wigs, by the way. You can't wear a wig. Some of the girls could do it. They could get with the Pippi Longstocking, just do like right up. I'm just saying, with some gelatin and a coat hanger, anything's possible. Roast the boat. I like the idea that now you're both just like I like the idea that you're like, no, we can't get a haircut till Vegas now. I'm trying to win this thing. That would be hilarious. All right, up 61. NFT Architect, great piece. Oh, dang. How do I... All in. Somebody went all... Well, this isn't all in, but somebody went in for sure. Up 283 wax. Dang, this collective is stacked. Every single time. Stacked. All in by St. Lucie of Viva Las Upland. Absolutely love this piece. And yeah, I was trying to think, what was Lucie's? I'm terrible. Hearts on Fire? Smoking Aces. Smoking Aces. That's what it is. Smoking Aces. Smoking Aces was St. Lucie's first piece, which did tremendous. I definitely expect this to be into the 4 digits. We have great use. I love the muted colors here. Traditionally, when you think of like poker chips, at least for me, like you think bright colors, like colorful chips, you feel good. So the fact like these are completely muted and like, you know, like for instance, that these are definitely supposed to be red, they're hearts. And it's all very muted. And then you have this like green cloud. I don't know, like something about, maybe it's like, you're just like tunnel vision. Like that's it. Like there's nothing else. It's your cards, the chips, you're all in, nothing left. Like, I think it's pretty cool. Very cool piece. Let's say St. Lucie. Check that out. Check out that little Easter egg. I like that. The little signature there on the side. That's pretty smooth. Shaq, get it. Sheriff Shaq, good for you. Bidding on that. Winning herself the array piece, Kings and Queens, by the one and only St. Lucie. Congratulations. I love this array piece. I really like the crowns. Like the crowns on the outside with the different styles is actually really fun for me. So congrats. So make sure again that you're bidding early. Go find your favorite piece. If you're going to bid on it anyway, bid on it early for your chance to win an array piece like Sheriff Shaq did. Congrats. Pyramid level 3. Love the Kings. Indeed. Level 3, collective 1. This is the main event, I would say, I guess. Like this is the original set of artists for 1111 that are going to be slugging it out. This is where, you know, the greats like Shaq, like Zilla, like Mars Utah, you're going to find them here in this. some others that are, well, we're just going to go through it because there's so many here. Let's go. I was going to actually say Christina Gatz because this is absolutely like, the more I think about this piece, just the more I like the intentionality between like what she did. Everything here feels very intentional. The color usage, like it's not red. There's no aggression in this painting, which is crazy because when you first look at it, it feels like it should. It feels like it should be aggressive. Like you see like no with like it painted on the hands and like, and you're like immediately like that has to be an aggressive action. But like you look at her face, it's calm. You look at her hands, it's paint, but it's very intentional. Like, and even the title, no period. Oh, and the background. That's a good point too, Zilla. Like that calming blue. Everything about this is it's very clean. It feels very intentional. I think that's the best way for me to describe it. I absolutely love this piece. I will definitely be bidding on this. Christina Gatz is one of the original artists and does a lot of the art for the Hyde Park Ninjas. She is incredibly talented. We have seen her range from technical ink art to hyper technical realism with her cat to very did you just add an asterisk but then not bleep yourself? So you just multiplied. You multiplied bad times that. Like, jeez, old Pete's. And you're the mod. Come on now. Jeez, old Pete's. Where do we get the oh, and then her very oh yeah, agreed. It's 100% agreed and warranted. And then her very raw self-portrait last level. She has constantly shown us different sides of her. And so I cannot wait to see what else she brings us. Dayshak. I mean, for me, obviously, I've been very vocal. And in fact, I aggressively went after both her last pyramid piece and her guild piece. And I do not regret it at all. I am glad that I got them because I love Dayshak's art. I love her art style. I think that she is poised in the community to make a real difference and have an impact. So I love this as well. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to go as aggressive as I did on some of her other pieces because I needed to have some of those in my collection. Like I just had to. I was going to feel heartbroken if I didn't get some of her work in my collection. So know that if you want this one, I might be willing to give it up. Although I do have her other diamond and I do like her diamonds a lot. I think that they are really cool. I think this would pair well with the Smoke and Aces piece. I don't know why. I just thought about that. Like this could be a cool piece with the Smoke and Aces. Up 101 wax to 200 wax. I definitely expect this to go into triple digits. Great piece by Dayshak. Toxic Masculinity. Hey, somebody increased it. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. At 200 increased 201 to 300 wax. Just trying out some different stuff, some different mediums. My next pieces. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything about my next pieces. But anyway, here's this piece. Was kind of going off of my other themes of like things that were culturally relevant to me personally. Toxic masculinity and a lot of, I won't get too deep, but like my struggles even with like my dad and like breaking, and you saw my last piece in the guild of like break the cycle. This is kind of the final piece in that journey. I'm gonna be doing something different moving forward. So this is kind of like the final piece in that kind of self-love, break the cycle, toxic masculinity. that's going to close out that section. I think moving forward, I'm going to try and be more lighthearted with the art and fun and try some different stuff. But here it is, 300 wax, currently toxic masculinity. Appreciate the love. Speaking of love, here we go. I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. UpX World is all about the love, all about the hearts. That's how we roll. Here we have 11 of Hearts by Joe Lives. Up 250 wax, sitting at 300 wax. Well done, Joe Lives. Joe has showed us a range of art as well. From his first photo, layered photo of mushrooms growing on a motherboard, to very intense, like layered pictures with like a personal portrayal, some insane digital landscapes, and now the 11 of Hearts. This is like mesmerizing. This texture here, it's so visceral to me every time I see it. Like there is a specific, and I can't even describe it, but it's like silicon squishy thing. But every time I see it, I think of that. I like the different textures, the layers. It's a very fun piece. Joe Lives, great community member. Also recently had success with his ranch house in Upland. So a ranged community artist and just great guy. Met him in California. Super cool dude. So here we go. 11 of Hearts by Joe Lives. Up 250 wax. Blue by Kelly. I don't ask me where I got Kelly from. By Coco Lily. I guess mentally you could get Coco Lily to Kelly. By Coco Lily Creations. So Coco Lily Creations, at least for me, has become kind of like a folk legend. So if you don't know already, Coco Lily Creations is Dr. Nobi's mom, somebody who would never traditionally be in this digital art space. In fact, all of her art is actually found art from miscellaneous arts and crafts from around her house. She's been doing this for years just for fun. And Dr. Nobi has introduced her to the way of Web3. And now her art could be potentially be printed on all kinds of in-game items on a Web3 platform. And she could actually have passive revenue through her retirement based on this art that she's doing. I love that. I think that's so cool. And we've seen her do some really fun stuff. And I think this piece should be paired with Ditsy's piece. There's been a couple. Like, honestly, I'm going to go through. I think that there's like a handful like that. Christina Gat's piece from last pyramid, the Ditsy Dits piece, this one, that would be great inside of like a haunted mansion. Like if you were going to make a haunted mansion themed, and I mean that in like the best way possible, because they're haunting. Like it's not bad or scary, but you look at it. I expect, you know what? I watch too many like 90s cartoons. Does anybody like these lips? Do you expect them to move? They feel like at any point that they could move. Or like, do you remember Stick Stiggly? Where like it was just like a stick, but then like it had like the weird mouth. Like that's it. Did I make that up? But Stick Stiggly, like it gives me that vibes. Like I want it to just be like, ma, 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 ma. Yeah. I think you guys are going to like the next piece of hers. Oh, interesting. I was like, what is that? Yes, I know what you. Yes, people like sticks simmer down now. Oh my gosh, I expect a centipede to crawl out of her mouth. My God, Shaq, you're on one today. Choke me, call her a badass, and then picturing centipedes crawling out of her mouth. You're having a day. No, we know what you meant. We know what you meant. I got you. I'm just saying. You're on one today. Hey, speaking of Sheriff Shaq, Up 800. Look at this. Boom. 4 digits. Done. Done as it should be. I don't think we're done on this, honestly. This will keep going. This is absolutely every single time she seems to get better and better. One of my favorite pieces in her collection so far, Existential Dream by Shacklin. The layering of textures and the usage of borders, like I just can't get over, like, even this, like the white and black border, like it seems small. It seems like a small detail, but I think when actually using this as an image or as, say, even just having it as a print in your house, like that added detail is really going to make it stand out. Because what that black and white that's so stark and that's so just like not solid, like straight, I can't think of the word. But then you have like this chaotic swirl, but it's contained inside that box. And then I love this, the inner box here, which contains this other swirl. So you can tell like it's layered here, but then you have these great lines. Like I don't know how like you would think to do this, but it is really cool. I love how it seems to like come out of that inner frame. And even inside the X, like the way that this border is done with this like silk thread texture inside the X, everything here is, it feels very intentional and fun. You have the planets here, which again, they have a swirl, but it's different. Like it's different enough that you know that this is a separate object. Like it doesn't get muddled at all with all of the other movement. It's very impressive. I absolutely love this piece. I love all of the pieces, and I would be remiss if I love the Shacklin signature. The Shacklin signature. I love it. I would pay 1,000 wax just for that. All right, fantastic. Another 4 digit. No surprise here. Absolutely no surprise here. Robzilla, one of the legend, not one of the OG, the Genesis artist herself, Robzilla with bioluminescent reef. Great piece. I don't know how she keeps doing it. I'm scared to see how this keeps progressing because every time I'm like, okay, this is the best piece. Like, I have to buy this piece because it's the best piece. I have to have it. Like Galactic Algae, I was like, this is jamming. No way she's beating Galactic Algae. Damn. Oh, that's such crap that you get to see all of them before us. I forget about that. Bioluminescent reef. I love the naming convention too. But the gold and the blue and this aqua color, like that little bit of aqua color just adds such an interesting dynamic and depth to this. I really dig it. I'm a big fan of gold, like this gold and black motif. And then the blue, it feels, the bioluminescence is such a great description. If you've never experienced like bioluminescence, like ocean life, first of all, go Google it. It's insane. Bioluminescent, like algae and stuff, is crazy. So essentially, like it's organisms, but they glow in response to things like ocean movement and whatever. So this really feels like that. Like it's very authentic to that glow. It feels like unnatural. Like it's not naturally occurring, but it is. I don't know. Hard to describe, but easy to love. I think that Robzilla's pieces are going to be a mainstay, honestly, because like I would just take this. Hey, you could just put this on a shirt. If you just had a shirt made of this, it'd be the coolest shirt ever. First of all, you'd be like, "That's a sweet shirt." I'll take it in a button down. Thank you. My trypophobia, really? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't think it's that bad. But then, especially if we allow layering, like having this as a first layer, and then maybe you throw up Day Shack's the November oh dang it, what's her November piece? Anyway, like I think I mean I love it. It's up to 1,000 wax, so the community loves it too. Hey, speaking of, hey, there it is. Mars, Utah, 1,111 wax, no additional bids, but I don't think that will stay that way. Mars, Utah, currently the top selling artist of all time in the 1111 pyramid, and he's guild member number one. We will see if he's able to hold on to that title. I think so. With his piece Present Awe, we see these two rather adorable creatures staring up and out adoringly and in awe. I love that. First, there's so many little things that just like make you recognize that Mars, Utah is truly like a talented artist. First of all, it's clean. Like you can tell it's very clean. There's no extraneous anything. Nothing feels like it's unnecessary. Um, and so you have this pink oval, which again, even that leaves something to an imagination. Is it a womb? I personally, when I see this, I think of like two alien creatures, almost like in a womb, like looking out in awe. Several people have said that they see it maybe as a spaceship that they're looking out at. To me, since they're not fully formed, I feel very much like these are like almost like embryonic. Is kind of how I would say it. I love that it's not just a straight oval either way. So it's not at 180 or 90. Like it's kind of off tilt a little bit and perfectly cut out. So he's leveraging the fact that we do support transparent backgrounds. And honestly, the character creation here with such like there's not a lot here. This character is what, 3 colors, blue, yellow, with some like, I guess there's just 2 really, just yellow and blue with shading, right? And like the minimal amount of lines to create these facial expressions to me is very cool. I like how one of them is surprised and the other one is pleasantly surprised. Like the way that I picture this, and I love the way you say it. So the way that I see this is like this one here, like first of all, like I just think of this almost like a little brother, and like to his like bigger brother, and like I picture this one here talking to him, and then like he sees something and then like taps him and it's like, go look at that. And so for me, he's almost like joyously looking at his brother looking at something that he showed him. That's how I like, that was the feeling I got when I first saw it. Like my little brother like looking at me after he's like, oh, look at that. And I'm like, oh, like in awe. And like I don't know why. It brings me happy vibes. I'll definitely be bidding on this. I mean, I've just Mars, Utah's work, and he's obviously a community legend. So huge props. 1,111 wax. Current high bid. Winner, Shacklin, Sheriff Shack. And here we go. Stargazer. Oh man, I forgot. Like it's so cool to go back and see something. Like this is a gorgeous piece. So this is the array piece. I don't remember how many got minted, but dang, gorgeous piece. I like this is like it's more solid here, so you don't get like the emptiness. But yeah, Shaq cleaning it up today. Way to go. Be sure that you clean up yourself. Get your bids in. We do have one more week left. One more weekly update. So next Friday will be the last weekly update for Epoch 4. And then Saturday, we actually are going to live stream the finale, the closing of the array, the closing of the auctions. We likely, well, then we'll probably do the summary of it later next week. And then depending on Dr. Nobi will let me know if on Saturday we're going to do the Epic 5 reveal as well. Oh, dang. Friday we have to do the guild reveal too. Man, it's a busy week for 11/11. Oh, wait. Yeah, next Friday. Next Friday. I was like, today's Friday. Jeez, my brain just skipped a beat there for a second. So next week's going to be big and fun. Here we go. If you want to know a little bit more about the details, each Friday at 11:11 a.m. Pacific time, a snapshot will be taken of the current top bids of the pyramid pieces. For each level, the top bidder on the piece with the highest bid increase in wax, not percentage, since the previous week, will have one of that artist's array piece NFTs dropped to their wallet. So do not miss out. These array pieces are very limited, especially the early ones, because not a lot of people knew about the gallery, and so they have much smaller mint totals than the later ones are going to have. So be sure you don't miss out on a free opportunity. Reoccurring promo. So if you are actively in the pyramid and part of 11/11, go tell your friends how awesome it is and how fun it is. And as an added bonus, you can get additional 2% commission up to the full 11%. There you go. Poop. Epic 5 submissions and Epic 5s are closed. Epic 6 submissions for the array will open tonight, and submissions for Guild Epic 5 and Pyramid Level 2 will open after the current auctions end. There you go. Is that how that works? Oh, wait. Yeah. Dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, the pyramid level 2 and up will open up. Yeah, I had to think about that. Yeah, okay. There you go. Join the Web3 art revolution today. Submit work at 1111nft.gallery. Man, busy. Oh. There we go. All right. Well, that does bring us to the 6 o'clock mark here in Dallas. I wasn't even trying to time that. That just worked out the way it did. Serendipitous, I suppose. So, all right. I don't know. You guys got any other questions, thoughts, comments before we close out? If not, we have what are we on? Is that is the thing we're doing tomorrow live streamed anywhere, Dr. Nobi, or is it pre-recorded? Dr. Nobi and I are going to be on, I don't know if it's a Twitter space or we just have a call with somebody. So we'll let you know more details on that. The next time you can catch me will be Monday right here. Same Xlander time, same Xlander place. Not doing it for the kids. You do it for the kids. NFP podcast with Decline. I don't know if that's actually NFP or if it's NFT, but Decline. We have a podcast with Decline tomorrow. I don't think it's live stream, but just look it up. You'll find it. Oh, it is NFP. Okay. NFP podcast by Decline. We'll have the details once we record it. Non-fungible podcast. Interesting. We'll post the link on Discord. So yeah, Monday, we'll see you back here. Until then, we'll see you on the ship. My challenge for everybody this weekend, including myself, go do that one thing that has been bugging you. Go pick up that thing that's been sitting on the ground. Go fix that drawer that's been wobbly. Go tighten those screws that have been loose. Go do that thing that bugs you every time you walk by it, because then every time you walk by it, you'll feel better about it. Just do that. Just do one. Just find something in your house, in your life, one thing that you can fix quickly. And yeah, there you go. That's my challenge for everybody this weekend. Until then, I'll see you on the ship. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy your weekend. That's what happens when you don't put it on loop. Glad that didn't get awkward. Jade.